Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then welcome. My name is Olivia and I am a self-taught beginner nail tech. I just graduated from a manicure class in April, but I did not learn anything in school, so everything that you see me do I have taught myself to do. If you want to know about my whole school experience, go back a couple of videos and that should tell you all about it. With that being said, today I'm doing a freestyle design. I really wanted to use these nail foils that I had for years now, and I actually wanted to try ombre as well. I've done ombre with polygel, but I've never done ombre. I've practiced ombre with acrylic, but it was not successful at all. So I'm going to be trying this here with you guys today, and I hope you enjoy this video. So I decided that I'm going to put the foil on the pinky and the pointer finger. So I'm just going in with my Beetles white gel polish and just filling out the free edge of the nail because I want the background to be white. I'm not trying to get this foil perfect, so a good background color is going to be great, you know, to cover up any imperfections. So that's why I'm doing that here. I'm going to put the gel polish on and I am going to cure it for 60 seconds. Now that I've cured it, I'm going in with my nail foil glue. The reason why you didn't see me do the first nail foil on the pinky finger is because I use my D&D foil glue, and I don't know why I did because it has never worked for me in the past. So I ended up having to take it off and using my McCart nail foil glue, and that's what I'm using here on this finger, and it's sticking a lot better. Like I said, I'm not trying to get this foil perfect. The only time I can get my foil perfect is if I'm working on a square nail tip, but being that this is duck nail, it's not really square, so I can't really get it like I want to, but I'm not going for perfection here. I just want the pops of color, really. I want it to look graffiti-like, a little rugged, so this worked out perfect. I'm just sticking the foil back up there just to get like certain characters or colors that I want into the nail, and that's about it. After I apply that, I do go over it with a no wipe gel top coat. And the reason I do this is because if you go over it with the acrylic, which you're gonna have to do, if there's no top coat, it's going to wipe the foil completely off, okay? And we don't want to mess up all of our hard work. So the acrylic that I'm using today is from 876 Nails, and it is in the color Come Over, I do believe. I know I mentioned in some of my older videos that I only like the Come Over and the Housewife, and there's another one that I like. I think I ordered like 5. I'm not for sure, I can't remember, but those are the only 2 that I like. So obviously, because it's almost gone, I have to order some more. But I do feel like I went in with too big of a bead for this first attempt at the ombre, and you will see me go in and take some of that acrylic off because it just wasn't doing right. I didn't like it. So yeah, I just lifted some of it off, and then I just continued to blend down. Don't ask me any special techniques because I don't know. If you want somebody that can tell you perfectly, then you'll have to watch another video for that. I haven't gotten there yet, so this is just the beginning stages. All right, so let's keep that in mind. Now, even though I'm not perfect in the ombre settings, please don't sleep on me because this set turned out bomb. Okay, I loved it, and I know you guys are gonna love it too. I like to make these videos for other beginner nail techs. I mean, anybody can watch it. I appreciate anybody who watches my videos, but I like it because other people that are just starting out, they can see that everything is not always perfect from the beginning. Like, we look at all these nail techs that's been doing nails since they were like 12, and they've been doing it for like 20 years at this point. We're like, oh my god, mine doesn't look like this. Well, I'm just here to be real and raw with you guys. we don't start out doing nails perfectly, okay? So don't be hard on yourself. I'm not hard on myself. I know it's easy to fall into that because I used to like look at other nail techs and kind of feel bad, but the time from which they've been doing nails to someone who's just beginning, it's just not even a fair comparison. So be easy on yourself. Look at my channel. I make mistakes all the time. My things don't always come out perfect. So yeah. Yeah, these are coming out so good. I am so proud of myself. Now it's time to go in with the clear acrylic by Young Nails. Now, let me just say I am using Dynamic Nail Supply monomer, and it's not gonna work out too well with this Young Nails powder, okay? But the Young Nails monomer works great with the Dynamic powder. Isn't that crazy? But anyways, I'm just gonna go in. You have to excuse the clear application. It's a little runny. I'll get it together. If all else fails, I can always go in and file. But the goal here is just to cover up that foil, okay? So it doesn't come off when I use my e-file. Another thing that I wanted to mention, if there are any other beginner nail techs here, I do not go by a 1, 2, 3 bead method. I like to use however many beads I need to make my nails look good. I do not put myself in a box. I understand that things do not turn out perfect the first time. What works for you may not work for somebody else, and vice versa. So if you got to use 10 beads, then do that. So now that I've finished encapsulating the foil, I'm going in with the same 876 nails acrylic powder, and I'm going to do the remaining 3 fingers. Now I messed up on this nail because I did not have my fan pointing in my direction. And I know you guys don't know because you can't see it, but I have a window up like exactly beside me. And if you've been outside, then you know that heat has been heating. So it's coming in and it's drying my acrylic super fast because I don't have my fan pointed towards my nails to keep it like cooler. But anyway, so I kind of messed up on this nail. I'll do better on the next one. Like I said, you can always go in and file. But I didn't get my duck shape the way that I wanted to. But good thing is this is going to be my junk nail, so it'll be covered up anyway. If it was going to be exposed, or if I was working on a client, most definitely would have went back in and fixed it. So please keep that in mind when you are working with acrylic. The temperature of the room does affect your application. Sometimes it's not you, sometimes it's not the product, sometimes it's the temperature. Now you can see while I'm applying the acrylic on this nail, it's working a lot better for me. And if you could tell by the napkin in the background, I have my fan pointing on my nails, so it's giving me a little bit more time to get my acrylic where it needs to be. It's not a super fast drying acrylic at all, but it also does not dry slow either, like an odorless acrylic would. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out so you guys can see the difference between the last nail and this one. now that I'm finished applying all of my acrylic, I'm just going to go in and kind of smooth off the nail a little bit with my e-file. Really get around the cuticles and stuff, because if you haven't seen my last video, I mentioned that I start working on my silicone hand so that I could have practice with my cuticle work. Now, when I first started doing nails, I would not have done it on this silicone hand because I could not even keep the acrylic on the nail. Like, it would have messed up my hand, and I didn't have time for that. So I feel like I'm in a better position now where I can start working on it, and it's really helping my cuticle work out a whole lot. I also wanted to share with you guys that when I first started, I never went under excuse me, I never went under the free edge of my nails and cleaned that up. But I realized that once you go into shape and all of that, it does make a difference on how clean your shape comes out. Because you can shape all day, but if you don't clean up under that nail, it's still gonna look bulky. So make sure you do that. If you don't, I'm just trying to give you guys a few tips of things I've learned so far, because I really didn't have anybody to teach me, but it's fine because I'm figuring it out along the way, and I'm more than happy to share with you guys anything that I learned. So if you have any questions, always feel free to leave a comment down below. I usually reply back to all of my comments. I don't think there's a comment that I haven't replied back to, to be honest. So you can go back and check any of my videos. I'm always talking to you guys. I enjoy the comments. It really means a lot. And so, yeah. So I'm going over all my nails with my top coat, and I do this regardless of if I'm done with the design or not. I do not like to go over fresh acrylic with gel polish because in my experience it bleeds, like it runs. So I like a nice glossy surface to work on. I would even go in with a matte top coat if I had to. It doesn't have to be glossy, but working over top of just raw acrylic, I do not like it. So I always do my top coat. So for this nail, I wanted to do the 3D effect that's going around now. I've done plenty of designs with it before, but I thought it would really give this nail an extra pop. If you guys have watched any of my videos, you know I do not work with red gel polish or any kind of red at all because it's just not my color. But I decided to step out of the box, and I really love how this set turned out. The red is really popping. It's kind of growing on me, I'm not even gonna lie. So you might see me use some more red more often than I usually do. So comment down below, let me know what your favorite color is. My favorite colors are purple and green. I also love mint, which is, I don't know, I can't even say I have favorite colors because it's too many colors that I love. But mint green, coral, like those type of colors, those are my colors. But yeah, leave me a comment down below. I would love to know what your favorite colors are. So the sculpting gel that I'm using, I got from Shein, and it's my first time trying it. I usually use my Macart rhinestone glue gel to do the 3D effect, but I decided to try this, and in my opinion it works just the same, and it's cheaper than the Macarts, but I will use either or. That's completely up to you. You'll get the same effect. Of course, if you want a bigger 3D effect, then you will go in with more gel. And yeah, and I'll just do that, and I go over it with I'm sorry, I'll go over it with the gel polish and clean up around the edges, and that's pretty much how you do that. Now it's time for the fun part, which is the junk nail. I'm not going to walk you guys through the whole part of me doing this nail. I'm just going to let you watch, but before I go, I am going to tell you that I'm using my Zulay Bling adhesive. It is the best in my opinion when working with large charms. and I do use my glue dry spray to help my larger charms go ahead and stick. Another tip that I want to throw out there is when you know you're going to be using certain charms, go ahead and pick them out, because it makes the junk nail so much more easier than if you had to like go through all your charms and try to figure stuff out. I just grab some that I want to use, might not use them all, but at least you already have out the main ones that you want. And pretty much you can see me trying different things out in different spaces, whatever fits, whatever looks good, that's where I put it, and that's what I do the entire time that I'm working on a junk nail. So I'm gonna let you guys finish watching this, and then I will be back. Okay, so once I have my larger stones in place, I like to go in with some smaller ones with a little bit of bling, just for to add a little pop to the nail and fill in a couple of spaces. I do not try to fill in the entire nail. That would just be too much in my opinion. And I did decide to go in with my dotting tool just to add a little pop of color on one of my ombre nails. And I also added a few rhinestones at the cuticle area of my other nails. So this is how they turned out, and you guys, I am so happy with this set. I'm so proud of myself for stepping out of the box, using a different color. All of the colors came together perfectly, better than I could have ever imagined. If you made it to the end of this video, I thank you so much for watching. Please leave me a comment down below and let me know how you feel about this set. Also, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in the next one.